Are you part of the trend of hyperconsumerism in America? Here are a few tips on how to pull back when you want to become more thoughtful. In a recent study done by the UCLA Sloan Center for Everyday Lives of Families, one of their head professors of anthropology and archaeology, Professor Jean E. Arnold, said the United States has 3.1% of the world's children, but consumes 40% of the world's toys. Think about that. 3.1% of the world's children consuming an inordinate amount of consumable toys, right? So, what this tells me is that, as many of us know, we have a huge problem of hyperconsumerism in America, particularly around the holiday season, and it's easy to fall into the trap. We see so many ads everywhere inundating us from TV, magazines, social media, from friends, from peers, from other family members. There is a constant pressure to consume, consume, consume. Now, I do enjoy shopping as much as the next person, but I also very much value saving and investing my resources to grow for a better future. So, how do you balance it? And if you find that you're becoming part of this hyperconsumerism trend happening in our country, what can you do about it? So, here are a few tips, not only for your children, but really for you as we continue in this holiday season. So, one, consider secondhand or gently loved options. There are so many excellent resources out there for pre owned items in fabulous shape. Not only can you get a better price for them in many cases, but you're not necessarily contributing to another new item being produced or ultimately thrown into a trash bin and thrown out, right? It's a great opportunity to both save money, protect the environment, and also make you more thoughtful about what you are bringing into your home. On that note, on what you're bringing into your home, consider a toy or a book rotation. Now, not only can this apply to your kids, this can apply to you too. For every new item you bring into your home, challenge yourself to donate or sell one or even two additional items. Not only will this help pare things down, but it keeps a constant rotation going without clutter building up. The next tip I would give is pause between purchases to reduce impulse. Look, it's so easy. We can be out shopping, we can even go with a list, we can have a plan, and then we get to the store and we see something, maybe it's unexpectedly on sale, maybe it's just a cute item you've never seen before and you want to grab. If you want something but you know it's kind of impulsive, pause, take a deep breath, give yourself 24 hours, sleep on it, and then reassess. And reassess when you're out of the store, when you're not logged into the web browser. Then reassess honestly if it really is as awesome as you thought when you saw it in the store or online. Also, my next tip, remember, everything in life is a trade-off. So sometimes thinking of purchasing an item, think about that item as being equivalent to X amount of hours or X amount of energy that has been now used in your life. When you reframe that potential item or service or whatever it is you're contemplating, when you reframe it around the trade-off of hours invested to earn that money to get that item, sometimes those purchases no longer make sense. So sometimes use this framework to really assess, is this worth X amount of hours of my life or X amount of time or my energy? And then finally, my last tip. Again, there's nothing wrong with spending, but it's all about moderation. It's all about pacing ourselves and not getting caught up in a rush. Pick 1 to 2 areas of your life that you're truly passionate about. These can be hobbies that you really love, or maybe you really love travel and you're willing to sacrifice purchases for home for travel. Focus on things you really love and then intentionally decide to spend and place your resources there. And then in order to support those areas of your life, cut in other areas that don't bring you as much or any satisfaction. Remember again, there's nothing wrong with spending, but it comes down to moderation, keeping your eyes on the bigger goals, and making sure that your purchases are intentional, joyful, and ultimately supportive of the life that you want and are trying to build, not just buying for buying's sake. So let's do our part to reduce that crazy stat from the beginning of 3.1% of the world's children and probably us consuming 40% of the world's toys. Let's do our part to bring that percentage down and get more intentional and joyful with what we do spend on. That's it for me today. If you like the content I'm putting out, please ring the bell to subscribe and tell me about your experiences in the comments below. Have you reduced some of your own spending? Do you find sometimes that you have too much clutter because you will let that stuff build up? Tell me about your experiences. I'm always reading your comments. Have a great weekend. Talk to you soon.